Messi. Surging forward with real menace here. Brilliant from Messi. Oh, what a goal that is!
Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of the Bola Bola Show podcast. My name is Ivan and this week we got a special guest all the way from Argentina. But first things first is let me bring in my co-host buddy, Bala. Hey man, Bala, how's it going?
Hi, Simon, good morning. I think it's fun. I'm so very excited having Argentina in our podcast once again. And who will it be, Simon?
Okay, let's give this episode a bit of backdrop because recently an Instagram reel went viral in which it was about an old Selangor MPPJ jersey. So this person in the UK, going through a garage sale or something and found this jersey for quite cheap actually, and decided to do some research behind that jersey and traced it back to find it's actually the Selangor MPPJ team and it's actually the number 11. And while doing a bit more research, he found out that this jersey belongs to none other than our guest today, Mr. Bruno Martelotto. Welcome to the Bola Bola Show, Bruno.
Hi, Mr. Bruno.
Yes, hi, hello. It's nice to talk with you and almost with all the people in Malaysia. It's my second country.
Oh, nice. Okay, Bruno, let's start about that Instagram reel about your old Selangor MPPJ jersey that went viral. I mean, what was your first reaction?
Well, at first I felt shocked, exciting, surprised, because I couldn't believe the repercussion the video got, that the social media can do. Was surprised, and then it was nice to remember, all that time. It was very, very nice, I feel good because many people start to talk to me again. I start to remember that game and all these things was really amazing,
Okay, I think before we walk down to the memory lane, we want to ask you, what are you doing these days? Understanding that you are now coaching a top flight team, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. I'm coaching. That's right. I'm coaching in Argentina. I live in Argentina in Córdoba. I'm from San Francisco. It's a small town, city. In Córdoba is the state, and also the big city is Córdoba. And the team Instituto is from Córdoba. It's a former team like Paulo Dybala, Kempes, Ardiles. And I'm coaching there in the second team. We have the first team playing the Argentina Superliga. I'm coaching the second team. Is the youngest player, under 20, under 19. That is good, and I feel preparing already to become a first coach.
Okay.
So, Bruno, let's go back to your time that when you were in Malaysia, you went to sign for Selangor MPPJ. How did that move to Malaysia came about?
I started directly to playing in MPPJ, that was in 2003. Before that, in 2002, my partner, Juan Arostegui,
Yes,
was playing in MPPJ one year before in 2002, and I know him from when we was 4 years old. We played together in the street, in our town. I talk with him. It's not like now we have the social media. We can talk every day with Facebook. But in that time was difficult to talk. One in Malaysia, the other one like me in Argentina. But I tried to talk, and I asked him to play how he's playing in Malaysia, how the life there. We talk. Maybe we can play together. And then when the season was finished in 2002, Juan spoke with Effendi Jagan, his agent in Malaysia. And I talked with him, and he get the try for me, So I fly to Malaysia in 2003. I remember I played 3 games for trial. And after the third one, they told me, okay, it's okay. I signed the contract, and I was, very happy to be there. I don't know why, but I feel it's something special with Malaysia. I don't know why, but since the first time I came,
Mm-hmm.
was really, I don't know. After that, I play in different countries. I went to Chile, to Greece, and coaching in Paraguay. But with Malaysia is something special. Since when I arrived, I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
And then I played all that year and was fantastic. 2003 for all we play in that team. In MPPG.
Mm-hmm.
Well, fantastic, because we start with the small club and then become a biggest, and we beat the state team. That
Mm-hmm.
was really, really always remember. Always is in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
I think among all the partnership, let's talk about, at least in Malaysia. I think, of course, now recently a lot of good teams have emerged. But personally, in my opinion, in my view, I feel that your partnership with Bruno Martelotto and Aristuge is, I would say, one of the deadliest thing. I think I've scored more than combined goal, more than 50 goals. So, what is the secret behind that amazing chemistry between you both had?
I don't know. I think before with Juan, I know him for always. I don't know how to explain, because we play from 4 or 5 years old. We play together,
Oh,
and also we are a friend. So was easily to understand him. But the second one is the team. That team was it's like a family. Start from the coach, from Dola Sale. Before when start the season, we have the other coach was Ken Gelito.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And start good, and after 2, 3, 4 games, no, don't win. They change. Ken Gelito was sacked, and then Dola came, and I don't know why, but that was one game we start play good, and second one we play better and better and better, and we play together and become a family. And all the local player and foreign player is the same. We are all together, and this is like I don't know. This is like a magic. When the team have all the same target and we go for the same direction, it's really difficult to beat that one team like that. When all go together, all working together. I don't know is you are Argentinian, you are Malaysian, or you are always the same. It's the same for in that time for us. We were the family, like a family, and that when we go to the team, when we go to the field, it's like a magic, We play, and after that I play many in many teams, but that team was something special, really, really something special.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And of course, with Selangor MPPJ, you guys made history of becoming the first club team to win the Malaysia Cup. How special was that moment in your career?
Like I told you, I was my first trophy, because
Wow. Okay.
yeah, because I was young, I was 21 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Juan, I think 23 and more, many young player and also the experienced player, but for many of us was really special, I think the coach, the Dola is, he was the first coach, he took the coach, the team, the first experience as a coach, because he was assistant coach before, but the first experience as a coach, we won the Malaysia Cup, in that time, like you told you, it was the first club to win the Malaysia Cup. So every time I remember, I remember that final, that all that week, the week was, we go to training, so many people in the training, you go to the street, the people, we start to play in the Malaysia Cup with 1,000, 2,000 people, and then we start to 5,000, 10,000, and quarterfinal we play again Pahang, was almost 20, and then semi-final again Perlis, more people, and then we play the final again Sabah. I don't know, maybe remember, but maybe 70,000, 80,000, I don't know. It was fantastic, it was really fantastic.
Okay, but as things were good, everything started to fall down right after that season. And then, what actually happened happened that the Selangor MPPJ suddenly dropped after winning the Malaysia?
Yeah, and after I played in 2004, 2004. We won the Premier League. We go to the Super League, and then they changed the management and all the I think the political. I don't know what happened, because after that I played for 5, 6 months and I left the team. Juan also, he left the team to play in Mexico, and I left the team, and I think maybe one more year, and after the club not play anymore, I think, no?
Is it because of some financial issue, or is it because the team?
Yeah, I think so. Was the financial, say, some problem like that? Yeah.
I see.
Okay. After 7 years away, as you mentioned, coming to Malaysia is always a special place for you. You decided to come for one last dance, this time with the army team, ATM. Tell us how your second stint in Malaysia went about, because I remember you guys almost did it again by winning the Malaysia Cup.
Yeah, that was different because the first thing, I'm older than than before, and then the first time when I went to Malaysia, it was just with my wife, and when we came to ATM, I have my wife and two children, my daughter and my first son. And that really, if ATM MPPG was special, and in that time with ATM, with all my family, was really fantastic. Was fantastic because the football, like when I go to the team, everything okay, but also with my family, we enjoy Malaysia. We enjoy the country. My daughter started school there. My second son born in Malaysia. I have one of my child born in Malaysia.
Yes.
So that's why me and my family, we have something special with. I don't know. It really is my second home. Every day we talking, because I have 4 children, and the third one, who born there, remember almost nothing from Malaysia, But we talk every day, every dinner. We meet all the family, and we talking about Malaysia, how the country, how is this, the team. Sometimes we put some, some games and goals, and because we enjoy our time there, we really enjoy it.
Okay.
And also when I went to ATM, we, like, MPPG was a family and was, the small team, the small club. ATM was something different between, we have like a national team, In that time, Marlon came like me as a foreigner, but the local player was almost many of the national team, The Saquan Aidil, the twin, they came
Yes.
from, from Negris and Milan, Hayo, Rizal Chambri, we mix with the experienced player like me and Marlon and Hayo, many Malaysia Cup, they won the Malaysia Cup, they won the title, many experience, and all the young players like Christy Jerseland, the Ruben.
Okay.
Many young players, so that mix was good, and also we have a really good coach like our Satya.
Yeah.
We have we have a good coach. I think that also I was lucky. I had two really very good coach. Like Satya, like Dola. They are, I think, maybe one of the best in the Malaysia history, I think.
Yeah, correct. I think they have a lot of experience. So, since I think coincidentally talking about coaching, like earlier in the conversation, now currently you also mentioning you're part of the coaching team right now. And so, how's your coaching style or philosophy shaped by your experience in Malaysia, Greece, and also I think a few with your exploration in the South American team like Paraguay and Chile?
Yeah, of course, all the experience, you get something from all the experience, The Paraguay, I took something from Malaysia, from Chile, from that one, from all the coaches I had before, and also I have my philosophy. My philosophy is like attack. I like the attack, that style of football, the attacking. You keep the ball, because we are in South America. We like to play like this, The keeping the ball and pass the ball. attacking game, you know,
Okay.
thinking first in the opponent goals and and then our goal. Because I think, and also the Malaysian football is like that, you know. I think Malaysia and South American football is something like that, you know. The
Yeah.
technique, they are good player, you know. We have good player in Malaysia. The first I surprised is the technique of the Malaysian player, you know. They are really technique, you know.
Okay. And, what are the elements in terms of how training is conducted in Argentina that when it comes to grassroots football or junior football that Malaysia can benefit from?
I think there are I don't know now, you know. I talking when I was in Malaysia, you know. Maybe they change. I really don't know, you know, because now for 10 years I didn't go there, you know. But
Mhm.
when I was there, the big difference what I find is the competition, you know. That is
Competition.
that's why you for example, I tell one example. I tell you one example. I have a son. My last son, he has 6 years old, you know.
Okay.
But for now, he play, maybe in this year he will play 13, yeah, maybe 35, 30 games. Every Saturday he play games, you know, in a team.
Okay.
From now until 20 years old, maybe he play, I don't know, 300 games, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So
Games means
every,
you mean in terms of
yeah, he's playing with you know, seven games, you know, 7 against 7.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
it's a league, it's a small league in our country, in
Okay.
our city. But he play with the referee, he play with the opponent, he play with the other team.
Okay.
So he training maybe, I think, 2 3 times a week. But every Saturday he play a game. Every Saturday. So this year he will play 30 games. Until 12 years old, he play again 7 against 7. You know, is a team.
Okay.
And then he start to play 11 against 11. From 13, 14, 15, 16, we have a league, you know. So if you play, for example, one young player in Instituto, now when I coaching there, he play this year. He will play again River, play again Boca Junior, again Racing Club. You know, all this team. He will play, you know, 30 games this year. When he will be 14 years old, he will play 30 more games. 15 years old, he will play 30 more games. You
Okay.
know, so when he that young player and that guy become a professional, almost he play 300 games with the referee, with the opponent. So that is the big difference, you know. When I went to Malaysia, I see the teams like, I don't know, Selangor, or they have the young player, but start to play maybe 15, 16 years old. Before, when you know, when the young player has 5, 6 years old, just play in the street. That is good because you learn in the street, you learn a lot.
Okay.
But you need like every year you play, every year you play games, you know. That is the big difference. What can I tell you in that time? I don't know now how is there, you know.
So I think from what you're saying, basically we can see that the key difference you're mentioning, the exposure of the tournaments and the young age give them certain advantage. But beside that, how do you think in terms of talent identification, what is the difference between in Argentina and Malaysia, how they identify and develop? I mean, the one's competition. How about other side of the story, maybe in terms of the if I may say, we call it, scouting. Where you think lacking?
Yeah, and also the one of the difference, you know, in Argentinian, the style, you know, or the player, there are the technique and also the character, you know. The Argentinian is a character player, you know. That's why, you know, we have player in all the league, you know, in Spain, in England, because the Argentinian player have a character, you know. You can put in any team and they will play. You know, they have you know, that's how we call aggressive, or you know, the Argentina have that. You know, we have that is, I don't know how I call it.
Understand. So basically telling that the players of Argentinian
Yeah, they have talent, but also the character, you know, because I don't tell you in Malaysia, but in many countries they have the good talent, but they don't have a character, you know. I think the Argentina have that talent they have, the technique, they can put in the game because they have character,
Agree with you. So basically, the characteristic have made them to be different.
Okay.
Right.
What about in terms of local academy and grassroots programs? I mean, what are the things that maybe Malaysia can learn from when it comes to how, this level of football is managed or conducted in Argentina? Is there like, instilling things like tactical intelligence on the players? What are the things that you
Yeah,
can focus on?
yeah. The first team is all the tactic, all the technique is the how you learn just playing. You must play every day, every training. Because now, 10 years ago or 20 years ago, maybe we change. The Argentina want to change and start to to the physical, the running and all these things. The strong, the strength. Now we start to change again. We came back like before. Our style. How is our style? Play.
Mm-hmm.
How you learn? Play. Because how you improve when
Play.
you take the decision, you must take the decision. And when you take the decision, when you play. Small side the game and big side game and playing every day. So how is the academy must do play. You must bring the good coaches to show that how to play. That is the I think is the key. Play. And then I don't know how is it. Like I told you before, what is it? If the league, for example, I don't know, with Selangor or all that team, they have under 20, under 19, under 18, under 17, under 16, under 15. So every day you play and improve, and then you go to under 16 and play. And if you don't have this, it's difficult.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Last questions to you, Bruno, because as you're aware that we are all actually fans of Argentina on this show. We've been supporting Argentina. I mean, like myself, I've been supporting since then I was 6 years old. I wanted to ask you, like, how was it like living in that moment back in December 2022 when Messi and La Albiceleste finally lifted the World Cup after almost 36 years of waiting?
Yeah, because the last time was in
86.
1986. Yeah, I was 4 years old. So that's why I was happy. Of course, I was happy for my country. I was happy for the team, but also for my children. Because I start to thinking and say, okay, I waiting almost 40 years to be champion. And all my children, my daughter is 18 years old. The boys have 14, 14.
Yeah.
12 years old, and tomorrow the young is 7 years old. And
Wow,
also
okay. Happy birthday
and
in
also I,
advance.
I can say to them, okay, you are champion, World Cup champion. Enjoy that, because I don't know, it's the next time. Maybe we need to wait for 40 years,
No,
or maybe
no.
I don't know. I don't know. So I was happy for that. And then I really happy for Messi, for our Messi, because he lost. He showed to everybody, you must fight, you must fight. You don't give up, because they lost 3, 4 finals. In Argentina was the people, all the people say, oh, Messi, they lost the final, it's no good. They play in Barcelona good, and when he come here, no play good. He never give up. He fight, and then he show that is like, if you are fighting, if you don't give up, you can be champion.
Yeah.
But are you aware about the head coach, Lionel Scaloni, and some of his assistants like Pablo Aimar, Walter Samuel, actually have played in Malaysia before you arrived in 2002?
Yeah, before they were champion, in
Yes.
1997.
Correct, yes.
Yeah. I know, because they played the final, I think, in Shah Alam Stadium.
Correct, yes.
Yeah, I remember. And then Pablo Aimar playing in Johor.
Correct, yes.
Yeah, we in that time I was in ATM. I talked with him, but in that game we played, he was injured, so
Hmm.
we can play in he can play in that game. But in that time, was 2014. Johor started to become like a team is now. It's the great.
Yeah.
The team. Yeah. But it's good for Malaysia. I'm
Yeah.
really good. I'm very happy for all the people who work in there.
Okay.
Because this is the way. I think this is the way. That is the way.
Okay. You still keep in touch with what's happening in Malaysian football, the development and all that?
Yeah. I talked with FND, my agent. I talk
Uh-huh.
with him before. I talk with sometime with Satya. I'm really sad.
Mm.
I talk with some because, like I told you before, it's my second country, and I don't know, but I know. I don't know why, when, but I know I will coach there. I'm
Okay.
sure.
All right. We
I'm
look
sure.
forward to we look
Yeah,
forward
I'm
to
sure.
seeing you there.
I'm sure. I will coach in there. I don't know when. I don't know what team, but for really, I will enjoy if I coach in there.
Okay. All right. Okay, Bala. Any last questions from you, Bala?
Actually, a lot of questions, but then it just struck me. I just want to say thank you, Bruno Martelotto, for giving us good memories together with his friend Aristotle. I think they're scoring 50 goals. Keep us excited every Saturdays, especially looking at the star paper.
Mm-hmm.
So I just would, so rather than question, I would say thank you and really appreciate the memories you created with us and within us. Well, thank you so much once again.
No. Thank to you. The first, I want to say sorry for my English.
No, no worries.
I
No
try my
worries.
best. But thank to you all because was in that, I don't know, 30, 35, 40 minutes. I remember all that things, and for me, I'm really enjoy. Because I remember all that time was fantastic for me, for my family. So thank you very much.
No worries, no worries. And thank you so much for Bruno for taking your time. I think it's about 9:30 p.m. in Argentina. It's almost
10,
night, I
10,
suppose.
10, yeah, 10:40.
10:40.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
10:40
Okay.
p.m. Yeah.
All right. And of course, taking your time to speak to us. As always, it's a bit challenging when it comes to time zone differences. But again, thank you so much. All
No,
right.
thank to you all. Thank to you all. And send regard to all the people in Malaysia because I really miss them.
Sure, will do, will do. Definitely. They're going to listen to this podcast and, they're going to remember all the great things that you've done.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks.
Okay, then with that said, we will end this week's episode of the Bola Bola Show. Do catch us. Hope you guys enjoy. And we'll see you guys on the next episode. Ciao. Goodbye.
Bye. Vamos.